to Otto's Tales. Storytime brought to you by PrEP, PragerU resources for educators and parents. I'm Jill, and today I'm going to share one of Aesop's fables that you might have heard before, but with a new twist. It's called The Tortoise and the Hare. Once upon a time, a hare, a tortoise, and a fox met up to play in the forest. They had been best friends for years and shared countless fun and silly memories from the time when they were very young. Now that they were growing up, they each started developing very different talents. "Look how high and fast you can jump, Hare!" exclaimed Tortoise. Hare smiled. "Yes, I am learning how to hop higher and faster than I ever thought I would," he agreed. "And how wise you are becoming, Fox," Tortoise continued. "Thank you. I am starting to feel more clever with every day that passes," Fox admitted. Like I said, the three had been best buddies for a long, long time. But now, Tortoise was beginning to feel that he moved a bit too slow to keep up with his fast and smart friends. He couldn't help but worry if he was too slow to play with them anymore. "Hey, let's have a race," Hare suggested with a huge grin and a leap into the air. Hare loved to race. "Yes, I can be in charge of the start and finish lines," Fox volunteered. Tortoise felt his tummy flip-flop and ricochet all the way up to the top of his shell. "How can I compete in a race with Hare? Surely they'll both laugh at how slow I'll go. I'll never get to the finish line." Before Tortoise could object, Fox gave his friends instructions and squealed, "Ready, set, go!" Tortoise and Hare were off, hop, hop, hopping and slow poke, poking. Fox dashed sideways, through a shortcut to get to the finish line faster than the both of them to fairly determine the winner. And they were off, ahead of Tortoise. Hare looked around and noticed how much tasty fruit and berries the trees and bushes offered on his path. "I'll get some for my friends." He hopped up, out, north, south, all around and roundabout, quickly collecting treats for all of them to enjoy later. He then found himself far off and away from the path. Meanwhile, Tortoise was moving as fast as he could, very slowly, but surely on the course. He was focused and determined to get to the finish line. "Hare and Fox are probably waiting for me, wondering where I am," he thought, uneasy about how far behind he must be compared to them. Tortoise persevered and kept slow poking step by step. Now, Fox was at the finish line, but Hare wasn't. Hare was using his speed to hurdle, skip, and bound through the forest, getting carried away with collecting fruits and berries for his friends. "Good thing I'm fast," he laughed, and beamed at the thought of winning the race and giving everyone lunch. Hare then found himself very tired from all of his gathering, so he laid down and took a quick nap, thinking he'd probably finish the race before Tortoise anyways. From around the bend, Fox spotted something in the distance. "Tortoise!" he shouted with joy. Tortoise was slow poking towards the finish line, but with no Hare in sight. "Slow and steady wins the race," cried Fox. Tortoise was gleefully shocked and proud of himself for not giving up. A few minutes later, Hare came springing through the grass higher than anyone had ever seen him bounce before. "I brought lunch!" he yelled. And the three friends celebrated Tortoise's win with more sweet treats than any of them had ever eaten before. The end. Now, this story teaches us a popular lesson about not giving up, but it also reminds us to not compare ourselves to others. The tortoise might have been slower, but because he stayed focused on his goal, he ended up getting there before the fastest of his friends. Hare got distracted, but he also accomplished something else that was suited for his special talents. Talent! Exactly, Otto! Each of us are individuals with our own abilities, and that's a good thing. And we are responsible for discovering what we're each good at and how we can use our own gifts to reach goals in our own ways, even if someone else is faster or smarter. Everyone's path to success is different. Shake, shake. Thank you for watching Otto's Tales. Check out some of our other stories too. Keep reading, keep watching, and always be confident in your own talents. Let me see that move again. Bye, guys. We're so glad you joined us for today's reading. Storytime is made possible through the generous support of donors like you. You can help keep the stories coming by going to PragerU.com/donate today.